is Friday. Pretty excited about that. I'm really looking forward to the weekend. I'm looking forward to after work today too. Gonna be breaking out the slip and slide for the kids since summer's actually in full swing here in Ohio, which is a beautiful thing. I don't know, man. It's a really good day. I feel really good. So we'll see how it all goes. So, it is Saturday morning. I'm heading out to do cardio. A little bit later than I wanted to be, but that's because one of the very not fun experiences was being the one who gets up stupid early compared to everybody else in the house. Is I have to sneak through the entire house because I've got 6 kids and a fiance that's still in bed when I get up. So it's always interesting because I'm typically trying to figure out, so I'm gonna sit you down there for a sec. I'm trying to figure out like what I can do to sneak around the house and get out of there without waking anybody up. Because if I wake anybody up, typically it makes leaving a lot longer of a process. So I'm off to the gym. Let's get it done. So, we're out here. Just had a phenomenal lunch date with Julie. I kind of wanted to make this as a side note to all of you out there. You know, if you guys are in relationships, if you have a spouse, a significant other, someone that you love and that you like really cherish and hold dear to you, you got to make it a point to take time for you. I know I've had like a video on this before, but I kind of feel like we forget this as adults. Typically, we get caught up in life. We get caught up in our jobs. We get caught up in our kids. We get caught up in life, and we forget to take care of those relationships that really matter. So, you know, just side note, like, make sure you're dating your significant other. Make sure you're doing those things that you did when you first fell in love, because that's what keeps things fresh. That's what keeps things alive, and that's what reminds you, you know, how much you love one another.
What is that? No, it's not on my face.
She's weird. I don't know. So we did a really cool thing.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I used my ninja.
Can you see it?
And
yeah, there we go.
And we
did hummus. Homemade hummus, which is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, we tasted it. It's yummy. I can't wait to see what they all taste like after a couple days being in the refrigerator.
I'm pretty pumped about it, actually.
Ingredients. So
we made hummus.
We're trying.
We did like 4 different kinds of hummus.
Oh yeah, there was like
white bean,
chickpea, and
black bean, tri bean,
blend.
And then we also did a tri blend with tomato and basil. So
yes. Tomato, basil, and one that had a few jalapenos. It wasn't necessarily spicy, but
they all taste really, really good though.
And it's super easy to add like whatever ingredients to it. So it's gonna be fun to get creative with that over in the produce department. At the end of our grocery shopping trip, when we're usually pissed at each other and just want to leave, it's always the best place to be.
It's because shopping for 6 kids is a nightmare.
It is.
Dude.
It is, but the produce
grocery
section
shopping,
is like the most important
grocery
of our
shopping,
like, healthy lifestyle dieting we're trying to do. And by the time we get to produce, we're like, fuck this.
Grocery shopping for 6 kids and the Vanilla Gorilla is pretty ridiculous.
My eyes are still burning from those freaking onions.
From the onion. We look like a bunch of idiots. We're spinning around the kitchen.
Hey, look, you can see his bone. See? Now we're all in. Everybody. Everybody's
all right.
Anyway, so we were pretty excited about it. It's something new. It was a lot easier than you think. And
it was actually really simple. So. Actually, shout out to Rob Bailey.
Yeah.
For your video, because your video is what inspired us to go ahead and buy the ingredients and actually try it. So, shout out to you.
Now I can start making chicken dinners a little bit more often because he won't be so tired of chicken when he makes it for his lunches.
No doubt. All right, I'm out. We made it to church.
Hey.
We made it to church.
Yes.
So I know I've brought up several times before how much I love to grill out. I especially love grilling out on really sunshiny days. Where the sun's out, the smell of the burgers are coming off the grill. You know, I'm out here in the peace, you know, where it's just quiet. And I'm just getting to hear the sizzle of the grill. And I get to flip burgers and feed my family. And I know that sounds like a really like dry, simple-ended thing to say, but it really does bring joy to my heart to be able to cook for them. Since I'm not always home, because you know I have a job that I have to go to, Julie typically is the one who takes care of cooking all the meals, making sure everyone's fed and taken care of. And so when I have the opportunity to grill out and I have the opportunity to cook, I love doing it. I made lunch earlier, which was really not a big deal. It was literally some hot dogs and chips, but I really enjoy it. So, we're out here. I'm about to go do arm day.
Harder than you've ever run in your whole motherfucking life. Push harder than you've ever pushed something in your whole fucking life. Go further than you've ever gone in your whole motherfucking life. Want it more than you've ever wanted something in your whole fucking life.
Man, that was a good arm day. Hell of a workout, dude. I think I went a lot heavier than I went last Monday, which is really good. I had to slowly ease back into certain things because this whole planner's foot thing. However, I did get me some sole inserts yesterday while we went grocery shopping. So, hopefully, this will help my foot out. I know I feel pretty good right now compared to what I have in the past. After a workout, especially, you know, I didn't push it really hard on my cool down, because typically, like, I do a half a mile on the treadmill for warm up, and then I do half a mile for cool down. Instead of doing half a mile, full half mile for cool down, I simply did a quarter mile. so I wasn't like pushing my foot too hard. I'm just trying to gauge like what the borderlines are, so I can kind of watch myself, make sure that I don't, cause extra inflammation and extra whatever. They told me at the doctor's office that I need to just kind of listen to my body, which, as an athlete, they tell you to do that anyway. So it's not like I don't. Sometimes I do push myself a lot harder than what I should. So I don't know. I feel really good though. So we'll see how today goes. I got to be on my feet a lot today. Today's a Monday. So that means like hardcore, on my feet, moving around. I'm gonna probably easily do like 5-6 miles worth of walking, because that's typically what a Monday looks like. So we'll see how these inserts hold up. Like right now, I feel really good. So for training for what? I was in the gym for about an hour and a half. For an hour and a half training session where I put a lot of weight on my feet, I feel pretty good. So we'll see. Yo, so I just got done with the gym. I didn't record anything while I was in there. I think my workout montage is a little overzealous in my videos, so I kind of did not record much today, at least. I might do something in the next video that's a little bit more deliberate and nice. But man, really good session. I did some squats. It felt really good. I was kind of concerned with squatting, because anything that requires you to dig your heel, like, I got to be careful with. But those inserts I bought, man, they're doing wonders for my feet. Not gonna lie, like, I felt really good after work yesterday. I feel phenomenal today, even after just putting like crazy amounts of pressure on my heel doing squats, which, by the way, topped out at 460. It's either 460 or 480, which I'm really impressed with. Since last week, I did not get to do squats because I was too concerned about my foot, because I didn't get to go to the hospital or doctor yet and get any of that checked out. So really happy about that. Something I want to touch on in this video, and I'm gonna plug her because that's my husbandly duties. My fiance, Wonder Woman Wifey, if you want to check her channel out on YouTube, she's been posting videos. She's got some sort of like 100 videos in 100 days challenge going on right now, so she's posting videos like crazy. So you can go over to her channel and actually watch it. But she posted a video the other day because she had a really crappy morning, right? She like woke up, she felt like crap. She had a really bad attitude, and she kind of threw attitude at me, at the rest of the family, and she made a video post about it, like where she was talking about, hold on, I gotta pass the semi. Anyway, she was talking about how she felt like she needed to figure out a way to get that under control. Like, not necessarily the bad day, because we all have bad days, we all wake up to bad days, but to get her attitude under control when she's having a bad day. And here's the thing, okay? I disagree with her in a way. I'm going to tell you why I disagree with her. Some days you just got to get the aggression out. Now, I'm not saying like it's okay to like take out your anger on people, okay? So like, obviously, yeah, she was in the wrong because she carried attitude towards me that I didn't deserve, or towards anybody else. But sometimes you got to get the aggression out, and you got to figure out a healthy way to do it. We all have bad days. Like, I have bad days. We all have bad days. And as much as I love Rob Bailey's philosophy on all I have is good days, like, you keep that mindset that all I have is good days, and you try to keep, like, the positive in perspective and during the course of your day. I mean, that's really cool and all. But it's not always practical. Like, it's not always something that can be really applied to every situation. Some days, man, we wake up on the wrong side of the bed and things happen. And I get that because, you know, even though I'm a morning person now, and I have been for many years, I wasn't always a morning person, you know. Back when I was, like, in my 17, 18, 19 years old phase of life, I was a nighttime person. My job required me to be a nighttime person, so, like, I slept through the mornings typically. Like, I went to work at 4 p.m. I didn't get off work until like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Typically that put me getting up out of bed in the morning at like 8, and that was when I didn't have school. When I did have school, I got up at like 7:30, got the bus by like 10 till 8, which was probably not always healthy for me because, like, it's shock to your system just to hop out of bed, jump into clothes, and run out the door. So, like, I haven't always been a morning person, but now that I am a morning person, I can recognize the struggle. Like, I know what it's like to be on the other side, and, like, all I can tell you is you gotta pick healthy ways to exert that negative energy. And, you know, I know, like, everybody knows I'm huge into going to the gym. I love working out. I love lifting weights. It's like one of that's a passion I have. And I'm not trying to be like fitness guru 101 here and telling you guys, you know, oh, if you're having a bad day, go lift weights because it'll make everything better. I'm not saying that either. I'm saying you need to find something, an outlet to your frustrations, and not let it be something that you lay on people. Now, you're never going to be perfect, and this is what I tried to explain to her when she was having this bad morning, right? Because she realized it, and it was like an awakening thing. Like, she realized it, and she was like, she was super apologetic, which I love her heart. She's got an amazing heart, and it's one of the things I love about her most. But she was super apologetic, and then she, you know, we had a lunch date that we had set up to go on. We had like somebody to watch the kids and everything else, and she was so tore up because of how she acted. She was like, you know, I would understand if you don't want to go out with me still, you know, I wouldn't want to, you know, go on a lunch date with me either, yada yada. And here's the thing, okay, husbandly duty, and I shouldn't say duty because that almost feels like it's a requirement. What I had in my heart is like, I love you, I forgive you, it's not a big deal. And that's how most people respond when people act crappy, right? Like, when you're having a bad day, that's typically how that works out. People forgive you, you guys move on, that's it. So, like, we moved on from it. But the point I'm trying to make is, like, if she would have tried to, I don't know, work that out in a different way, if she would have took that aggression that she had and, like, aimed it in a different way, in a different direction, at something that was productive, that would have helped eliminate it, it would have been not a problem at all. And so whenever you have a bad day, like, what you need to do is, whenever you have a bad morning, bad afternoon, bad day, whatever that looks like for you, you need to find something that you can pour that negative energy into to turn it positive. For me, it's working out, it's lifting weights, it's throwing hands at a punching bag. Like, I've got 2 punching bags down in my basement gym that, dude, there are days where I come home from work and I go down in the basement and I just lay waste to one of them. You know, I put on my gloves and I just I put my bad day on that punching bag and I let it fly. Maybe you're more of a creative person and not a physical person. So maybe you need to sit down and write it out, like journal. Maybe you need to draw. Maybe I don't know, maybe you just need to take a bath or some sort of shower and just get away from everybody for a little bit and try to get centered and get focused back into your day without that negativity. But you got to find a healthy outlet. And even if you got to vent, like I know some people venting is like the world to them. Venting is how they get everything out. It's how they work through things. They process it by venting to somebody else. So find somebody that can be your venting partner, right? Like look for somebody that'd be like, hey, so when I have a really bad day, do you mind if like I call you or I come over or, we set up a, video call or something so I can get some of the stuff off my chest, try to make me feel a little bit better. It's kind of like an accountability partner in the sense of making sure that you have a positive attitude. But you got to find a positive outlet to the negativity in a bad day. Because it's not healthy just to like let loose on people. And I'm not saying you're always going to be perfect at that, because I know I'm not. Like some days I have a bad day and that baggage comes around and it weighs and I drag it around with me, and I take it out on people, and then I have to do the same thing she did. Like I have to, sincerely apologize and, be all in my feelings about how bad I feel because I treated people I loved rough because of whatever was going on internally. So that's what I'm saying. Like, whenever you're having a bad day, you need to take it and use it as an opportunity to expand your creativity, express your physicality. However, it has to be put out so you can get rid of it. Because you definitely don't want to drag it around with you for a lot of reasons. But you definitely don't want to drag it around with you because it's not healthy. It's not a healthy thing to drag around with you, and it won't benefit you at all doing so. If nothing else works. If nothing else works at all, I'll tell you what I do sometimes. Okay? Because I'm a vlogger, I like to, turn on a camera and talk to a camera. Sometimes, if I don't have anyone to talk to, I can't go to the gym, I got to get it off my chest, and I got to get it off my chest now. I'll do this. I will turn this camera on, and I will rip into the camera. Like, I will put out all my craziness into the camera, and then I'll delete the video. And symbolically, when I delete the video, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm going to delete this issue out of my life. I'm going to delete this problem, this emotion that I'm having that's overtaking my day. I'm going to delete this situation out of my mind so I can focus on the things that are more important and focus on the things that matter more to me. I know it's not always practical, and I know it's not going to be easy, and you are going to slip up, you are going to fail, and that's going to be okay, because this is life, and the emotions that you feel are no different than anybody else's emotions. We're all the same. Even though we might all have different wiring in different ways, we all feel and experience the same emotional patterns. So, when you fail, make sure you just apologize. Make sure you say you're sorry. And do your best and not do it again. Because, it's like I always tell my kids. It doesn't matter if you say you're sorry if you don't actually try to fix it. So, that's really it for me. This is going to wrap up Wednesday's video. And I'm going to start vlogging stuff for Fridays. So, I'm out. Ah!